Hey there, welcome to another episode of Cooking with Violet Vixen. Tonight we are making a quick meal, which is a little bit of a fancy thing, but it's going to be real quick and easy to make. So it is called Salmon Plate. It's got more smoked salmon in it, like a recipe I did a few episodes ago. So here's what we need. And unfortunately, in the last episode with the smoked salmon, I used all the dill. So I will show you how to use dried in place of fresh. All right, come on in and I'll show you what we need. All right, now I haven't really measured anything out or anything, but it's pretty straightforward. Okay, so we got 150 grams to 200 grams of thinly sliced smoked salmon. Whew, that was a mouthful. This was from my butcher, so it's not like what you would normally buy in the supermarket on the piece of gold cardboard, which is very nice, but this was really delicious. Half a cup of mayo. I'm using the whole egg mayo. I've got some praise one here. Half a cup of natural yogurt. I'm using the Greek style yogurt. 1 tablespoon of chopped dill. I do not have fresh dill. If you do not have fresh, you can use 1 teaspoon of dried. So just remember, dried is a lot more intense than fresh, so you cut it down to a lot. You can even use half a teaspoon if you're not a big fan of dill. 1 to 2 teaspoons of mustard. I'm going to use Dijon mustard. I might be lucky if I get a teaspoon out of that, but that'll be good because that'll be a jar gone. 1 tablespoon of horseradish cream. And for the garnish, a few lettuce leaves. I keep them in my lettuce crisper here. This is really good. You just spin it and bye-bye water. A few more sprigs of dill. Just a shake of that. 1 green capsicum cut into strips. Probably don't really need that much. I always ask for a small capsicum or a small onion, and I always get big ones. So there you go. Lemon wedges. I left the lemon wedges out. And a can of asparagus spears. 225 gram can. This is 425 grams. So that's just to fancy up your plate. All right. So there's no cooking, which is awesome. So really all you need is a jug to mix the sauce up in, and a chopping board and a plate to prepare the, basically we're making a salmon roll, so without the bread. Alrighty, so I'm going to measure out the yogurt and the mayo, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've grabbed a jug, I've got a spoon. Alright, mix the mayonnaise, which is half a cup. In that goes. Half a cup of natural yogurt. This is the Greek one. In that goes. Stir those together. Add that bit of dill. Remember, as I said, one tablespoon. If you haven't got that, half a teaspoon to a teaspoon. I'm going to do about half a teaspoon of the dried dill. The mustard, we're doing a teaspoon. As I said, I'm probably lucky if I get a teaspoon. No, I will get a teaspoon out of it. I've got plenty of other mustards. So actually, It doesn't specify which mustard. If you like the grainy mustard, the whole grain mustard, use the whole grain. If you like the hot mustard, I wouldn't use the full teaspoon. You'll blow your nostrils off. Or the Dijon. The Dijon gives you a little bit of a nice tangy taste. All right, that's close enough to the teaspoon. So I've gone with this one. I like the seeded one as well. That one's really nice. Okay, that's that. There's not much in there, but that's fine. Main thing is that I've got some in there. Just going to give that a stir before I continue on. So the last thing we need in here is the tablespoon of horseradish cream. Just going to tip that little bit of water out. All right. Perfect. There we go. All right. Give that a final stir. Then we're going to gather a chopping board and we're going to spread the salmon out on it. Then we're just going to roll it up. All right, looking good. So you'll want a knife that you can spread the mayonnaise sauce with. Probably a palette knife, actually. All right, I'm going to use the big chopping board. Big chopping board here. So I don't know how many slices are left because when I got the salmon out from the other lot, I ended up dividing it. So we basically want a few slices here, obviously. All right. So I'm going to grab the palette knife. Now, what a palette knife is it's basically a big bread and butter knife. See? It's good for spreading. Great for when you do frosting and you want to give it a smooth finish. So, smoked salmon wise, just layer it all down here. I have my little helper trying to help me at the moment here. Alright, I'm just going to do a few at a time actually. So quite simply, just put a tablespoon in the middle. Spread it with the knife. Spread it with the knife, yep. And then roll it up. Never made sushi before, but if you've made sushi, that's very similar. All right. And there you have it. That is a salmon roll. I'm just going to get the other pieces out. And then all I need to do is chop up my capsicum and get a serving plate. Do a bit of a fancy presentation for them. If you've got leftover sauce, just serve it with it on the side. And if you're not a fan of asparagus, you can substitute it for something else. Maybe you might want to use broccolini spears, which obviously don't come in a tin that I know of. I don't know. You can just cook those and use those in place of. Now this serves 4, and smoked salmon is pretty rich, so you don't really want a lot of it, even though it's very tasty. All right, there's plenty of the sauce left over, so I would serve that as a bit of a dipping sauce on the side. All right, I'm just going to get it ready to plate up, and I'll be back. Okay, so it was to serve 4. If you did this to serve 4, it would look like an entree size. So I've done it to serve 2. As you can see, got lettuce. My lettuce wasn't very good after all. Chopped up the cucumber. That is not cucumber, thank you. That is green capsicum. Asparagus spears. The salmon rolls are in the middle. Little bit of extra sauce, and the dill sprinkled on the top. Can serve with lemon wedges if you want lemon wedges. All right, that is ready to roll. That has been Cooking with Violet Vixen salmon plate. Hope you enjoy this one, and I will catch you soon.